Agent Harrison, a name that sends shivers down the crooked spines of the underworld. Yet today, he's not after petty criminals. His mission is one of personal vendetta. As we delve into our tale, we find Harrison in the throes of a mission that transcends the bounds of professional duty. This isn't about protecting the innocent or maintaining the balance of justice. No, this is about settling a score, a deeply personal one, etched in the lines of his weathered face and the hardened glint in his eyes. Our setting is the heart of the city, a pulsating hub of power and corruption. The city's veins run rich with deception, its arteries clogged with secrets. It's a place where trust is an elusive beast, a rare commodity that is bartered in hushed whispers and exchanged in dark alleyways. Here the line between right and wrong is smeared by the grubby hands of greed and power. Harrison, a seasoned veteran, knows the city's heartbeat like his own. He's navigated its labyrinthine streets, delved into its darkest corners, and emerged triumphant time and again. But this time, the stakes are higher, the mission more personal. His quarry isn't a faceless criminal. It's a spectre from his past, a shadowy figure that he thought was long buried. It's a betrayal that he thought he had forgiven, a wound he thought had healed. Yet here it is, festering, gnawing at him, driving him into the underbelly of the city he swore to protect. As Harrison plunges deeper into his mission, he's playing a dangerous game, a game of cat and mouse, where trust is as elusive as a wisp of smoke, and alliances shift as quickly as the city's shadows. It's a game where victory isn't just about survival, but about confronting the demons of his past and laying them to rest. But as he steps into the lion's den, he's unaware of a ghost from his past, waiting in the shadows. As Harrison delves deeper into the mission, an old wound is pricked. A figure from his past re-emerges, bringing with it a betrayal that Harrison thought he had buried long ago. The figure is none other than Marcus Sinclair, a former ally turned traitor, a man whose actions had sent shockwaves through Harrison's life, altering its course forever. They had been partners once, two sides of the same coin, working together to bring down the city's most notorious criminals. But Sinclair's ambition had proven greater than his loyalty. In the murky depths of the city's underworld, Sinclair had chosen power over principle, aligning himself with the very criminals they had vowed to take down. The sting of that betrayal, the sight of Sinclair shaking hands with their enemies, was a wound that had never truly healed for Harrison. This was not just a professional betrayal, but a personal one. The two had been more than just partners. They were friends, brothers in arms, and that made the sting of the treason all the more painful. It was a blow that had shattered Harrison's trust, making him the lone wolf agent he is today. But Sinclair's return was not a chance encounter. He was a player in this deadly game, a ghost from Harrison's past who had chosen to step back into the light. The question that loomed was why. What was Sinclair's endgame, and how did it tie into the mission Harrison was currently embroiled in? The echoes of the past were ringing in Harrison's ears, reminding him of the betrayal that had shaped his life. But Harrison knew he couldn't afford to dwell on the past. He had a mission to complete, a city to protect, and if that meant facing the ghost of his past, then so be it. This ghost from the past, however, is no mere spectre. It's a player in the deadly game Harrison finds himself in. And as the shadowy figure weaves in and out of Harrison's hunt, the line between friend and foe begins to blur. Navigating the labyrinth of the city's underbelly, Harrison finds himself in a world where every face hides a secret, and every corner turns into an enigma. The pulse of the city beats in sync with his heart, each throb echoing the thrill of the chase and the dread of the unknown. The figure from his past, a spectre etched in betrayal and regret, becomes an elusive will-o'-the-wisp, drawing him deeper into the maze of deception. Harrison grapples with the resurgence of old emotions, the sting of past deceit ever fresh. The ghost of betrayal haunts him, an unwelcome visitor in the recesses of his mind, casting a shadow over his quest. Every step Harrison takes, every lead he follows, seems to only plunge him further into a fog of uncertainty. Allies and enemies wear the same mask in this clandestine world. The line between them is as thin as the edge of a knife. The challenge he faces isn't just external, but internal too. The echoes of his past muddy the waters of his present, making it harder for him to distinguish between friend and foe. The blurred lines of loyalty and deception become a dance of shadows, a game of trust and mistrust. In this deadly game of cat and mouse, trust is a double-edged sword, both his greatest asset and his most dangerous liability. Every decision he makes, every alliance he forms, could either bring him closer to his quarry or push him further into the quagmire of deceit. And yet, Harrison knows that he cannot afford to lose his weapon of trust. In a world where every shadow could be an adversary and every friend a potential traitor, trust is the only compass that can guide him through the fog of uncertainty. Trust, it seems, is the only weapon Harrison can't afford to lose. This is the paradox of Harrison's journey, a testament to his resilience and the blurred lines he must navigate in his pursuit of justice. In the world of espionage, truth is often a luxury, but as Harrison peels back the layers of deceit, he finds a truth that cuts deeper than any betrayal. In a world of smoke and mirrors, Harrison had always been the master of separating fact from fiction. But this time, the truth he uncovered was far more bitter than he could have ever anticipated. It wasn't just about a covert operation gone awry or a simple case of double-crossing. It was personal, and it cut right through his heart like a knife. The figure from his past, the ghost he thought he had laid to rest, was not just a mere spectre of betrayal. This figure was a stark reminder of a time when trust was more than just a currency to be traded. They were once comrades, friends even, but in the world of espionage, friendships were as transient as the morning fog. As he delved deeper into the rabbit hole, Harrison discovered that this figure, this ghost from his past, was the architect of the very mission he was on. It was a revelation that shook him to his core. The mission wasn't just professional anymore. It was personal. This revelation transformed Harrison. It made him question his every move, every decision he had made that led him to this point. It made him question his loyalty, not just to his agency, but to his past, his principles, and his very purpose. Yet in the face of this shocking revelation, Harrison found an unexpected resolve. He realized that the truth, no matter how painful, was necessary. It was the beacon that guided him through the murky waters of deceit and betrayal. The truth had revealed the ghost from his past not as a villain, but as a tragic figure ensnared in the same web of lies and deceit. It was a realization that changed everything. It didn't absolve the figure of their actions, but it painted them in a different light, a light tinged with shades of regret, remorse and redemption. The echoes of the past, it seems, can never truly be silenced. As the last pieces of the puzzle fall into place, Harrison is forced to confront not just his betrayer, but the echoes of the betrayal that have shaped his life. The city's heart, a place where shadows and secrets thrived, had been the backdrop to Harrison's chase. Now, it bore witness to a confrontation of a different kind, a confrontation with a ghost from Harrison's past, a spectre that had once been a trusted comrade and friend. This was no ordinary adversary. This was a betrayal personified. The figure stood, shrouded in the city's darkness, a stark reminder of a past Harrison had tried to bury. The echoes of their past, of a friendship lost and a trust shattered, resonated in the cold night air. This was the source of the betrayal that had shaped Harrison's life, that had pushed him into the world of secrets and lies. Yet Harrison stood firm. This was not a moment for fear or doubt. This was a moment for resolution. With each echo of betrayal, he found strength. Strength to face his past, strength to confront his betrayer, and strength to seek the truth. The confrontation was not one of violence, but of words, of truths unveiled and lies exposed. With each word, Harrison peeled back the layers of deceit, unraveling the web of betrayal that had ensnared him. He had been the pawn in a game of power and corruption, but no more. He was Agent Harrison, a seeker of truth in a world of lies. In the world of Agent Harrison, every echo has a source, every betrayal a consequence, and as the echoes of this betrayal fade, one can only wonder what will echo next in the life of Agent Harrison. Stay tuned for more,